Welcome to the Noles Podcast. This podcast is made by a fan for fans. I'm not a reporter, journalist, or insider. This is episode 10. Today is December 10th, 2019. And how can we gain ground on Clemson in year one? I think it's going to be really impossible to gain ground on them in year one. They've got too much talent, followed by a great coaching staff. Short-term goals to close the gap on Clemson. Just make it competitive for 4 quarters. That's going to be hard enough. Upgrade offensive line and defensive lines. That should be your number one priority. Clemson losing Jeff Scott to South Florida, it will help Florida State. Now, we got to hope that Elliott goes to like Memphis or Appalachian State or something like that. Without Jeff Scott being the other offensive coordinator, you lose another set of eyes in the film room and on game day. Keeping Odell was a no-brainer. The team loves him. In fact, the whole fan base loves him. You had to do that to win over the team. In my opinion, Norvell should strongly consider keeping Dugans and Lockett. They know the recruiting in the state of Florida. And also, this would help from a continuity standpoint with the current players and future recruits. He hired Kenny Dillingham. I'm not sure what his offensive philosophy is. I'm pretty sure that Mike Norvell will be calling plays. I know that Gus Malzahn was calling the plays at Auburn. I guess the offensive coordinator is just going to be a guy that helps in preparation for games during the week. And just another set of eyes out there on the field just in case the play caller, the head coach is missing something. I need Mike Norvell to make these guys work extremely hard on and off the field, in the classroom and in the weight room. I can't put emphasis on that enough. I think I've harped on it the last 3 episodes. To me, we're the softest team in Power 5 football, but also academics are important. These guys need to be eligible to be on the field. So we need to put emphasis on both of these things. FSU boosters, it's time to put up or shut up. Put your money where your mouth is and build a football facility already. If we're ever going to get back to a place where we're year in and year out in the top 5, we're, 10 and win at least 10 games. We're going to a New Year's Day 6 game. That's like bare minimum. I think that's like the bare minimum that this fan base wants. You gotta quit being cheap. The 90s are over. The early 2000s are over. 2013, that's 6 years ago. Okay, it's time to graduate to big boy football and turn the page and start handing over that money. If we're going to be elite. And, for the life of me, the fan base, the boosters, former players, they want championships. But you got to do certain things to get championships. They just don't hand you the trophy. Let's see, what else did I want to touch on today? I wanted to talk about Amari Gaynor. He has he's 6'3", 216. That's good freshman size. I need him to get up to about 230. And it's got to be all muscle, and he needs to really hit the weights hard. He needs to work on his agility. He needs to work on his pass coverage techniques. he needs to work on his tackling techniques. But he's raw. He's very raw. But there is potential there. I seen some flashes from Amari Gaynor during his during the time that he was out there playing. I think he can play inside or outside. It just depends on what kind of scheme that you're going to try to run with him. I think if he puts on a little bit more weight, if you're going to play the 3-4, he could play outside. If you wanted to play inside, he definitely has the quicks and the agility to be an inside linebacker. Another topic that I wanted to address was the defensive coordinator. I picked a guy, I don't even know his name. He's the defensive coordinator at Iowa State. I'm only saying his name because Brent Venables went out there and learned his defensive scheme. So if we could get that guy, I'll take Charlie Strong. I really don't know all the defensive guys out there, but we need a defensive coordinator that actually knows what's going on during the game, man, because the last game we played, Harlan Barnett had a linebacker playing the deep middle. I don't know what that was. Unless you've got Isaiah Simmons from Clemson out there playing the deep middle, I just didn't get that. Another little thing a couple of episodes ago, I had my all-time Noles team, and I caught a little flack from my corners. People were saying that Antonio Cromartie belonged on that list. Now, to my recollection, I could be wrong now. When his freshman year, he was a kick returner and he played nickelback. All right. And I think he got hurt one year and then he went to the NFL draft. So great talent, extraordinary talent. Went to the pros, tore it up, man. But is he one of the all-time greats? I don't know. I kind of lump him and Derwin James in the same category. Derwin James had that one great year, his freshman year. Then he got hurt his sophomore year. Then he came back his junior year, and he was okay. I think he played kind of safe. He played not to get hurt, in my opinion. He just wanted to get through those 12 games and get to the NFL draft. But I recognize that he was one of the top guys coming out when he came to Florida State. And I think they were going to try to play him at receiver his sophomore year. That's how much talent he had. They didn't even want him to play corner. They wanted him to play receiver because they seen his ball skills on kickoff return. So from a talent standpoint, if we're just saying talented players, yeah, of course he's up there. But corner, nah, I can't do that. What happened to Kyle Myers? He made some plays season before last. The season before this one, he made some plays. I haven't seen him. I think I seen him on the sideline one time of one game I was watching. I can't remember, but decent cover guy. Had some ball skills, got some picks. Okay tackler. He wasn't any worse than Asante Samuel or Stanford Samuels or Renardo Green or Isaiah Bolden or whoever you wanted to march out there. Litton, whatever his name is, AJ Litton. I think he's just as good as any of those other guys that they marched out there. So If anybody knows or has any information on Kyle Myers, I mean, I would love to hear it. Let's see, man. Jordan Travis. Going into the Florida game, I wanted him to do the read option. I didn't want him dropping back and passing because his arm really isn't that strong. He's got tremendous speed for a quarterback, and I thought that was where he was going to help us out. I was saying, Browse should come up with some kind of formation where you have Blackman, Jordan Travis, and Cam Akers in the backfield at the same time. And then, at the last second, you do a little switcheroo and you could do a run or you could do a pass. And I thought that could have knocked their defense off balance a little bit. Maybe I'm not an X's and O's guy. I'm just saying, just dropping back and passing, that didn't work because the tackles, they got steamrolled. So I think Jordan Travis has a future in this program. I don't know how you improve arm strength. I don't know if you can lift weights and become a stronger thrower, passer. If it's just something that you can just go out there and, just throw every day and your arm gets stronger. But whatever he has to do to get to that point, he needs to do it. So another little thing I wanted to touch on was to the fan base. We need to go out and support Mike Norvell when the season starts next year. I know we've got some skeptics, and I'm a skeptic too. But, I'm going to do everything I can to support this guy. He seems very intelligent. He seems very organized. It seems like he's going to give his all to this program. And that's all you can ask for. But at the end of the day, it's got to translate to wins. That's what this fan base is hungry for. We're tired of losing to Clemson. We own Clemson historically. And for the last 5 years, they've owned us. In particular, the last 2 years, they've absolutely boat raced us. And I'm just sick of seeing it. I think we can get the same type of talent that they can get. We just got to go out and have 1 or 2 decent seasons. Then the talent will come back. I'm really anxious to see what becomes of Woody and Pimpleton and all of Willie Taggart's guys. I know that they got a bum rap because of Willie Taggart, but I know they're going to be loyal to him no matter what. But I don't see Willie Taggart getting another head coaching job next season, man. I really don't. I think he kind of doomed himself by messing up at Florida State. Maybe Appalachian State will take a chance on him. Maybe Memphis. Memphis is probably going to go after Tony Elliott from Clemson. FAU has an opening. Boston College is still open. So I don't know, what becomes of Willie Taggart. He just looks so lost at that level. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude episode number 10. I appreciate the tremendous support. Again, It's available on Spotify, Apple, Google. Rate, review, subscribe. Thank you for your support, and I will see you at the next episode.